Charities and NGOs set up shop in town today. They were brought together by the Ministry for Equality to mark and commemorate International Men's Day. New Minister Christian Santos says that while many might argue that it's Men's Day for most parts of the year, Men's Day is just as necessary as any other day commemorating other sectors of our community.
It doesn't mean that because men have maybe had it easier in certain aspects of life, maybe in careers and things like that, but it doesn't mean that men haven't had issues in other areas like mental health. And I understand that Women's International Day came about for different reasons that Men's International Day came about. So we need to see each of these days for what they are.
The theme for 2023 is Zero Male Suicide. As the suicide prevention charity in Gibraltar, GibSAM's CEO Brenda Cuby says there are many pressures which could drive many men to the brink.
So we're finding it's about, the cost of living, it's about not being able to talk, it's about always having to be the strong one, and sometimes that's difficult, sometimes that's really hard for people to deal with in that way. So, people, if they've been conditioned into not talking, to always being strong, then when things happen, when, bereavement, loss, relationship breakup, things like that happen, where do you go?
This morning, those who are wanting and willing to help showcased how they can help make things better.
Sometimes people, particularly men, find it difficult to engage in self-care practices and in seeking the support and help that they need. So I think we can never do enough to raise awareness of these issues, and I think it's great to be supported here today by all the different charities and NGOs.
We're doing everything we can possible to make sure that every man has access to feeling like they can speak to someone, feel valued, feel safe, feel understood.
The Childline is here for everybody in the community. Anybody that's got a struggle can reach out on our phone line or WhatsApp and get the support they need. And we're also running programs in the schools, in the community.
Because prostate cancer, people don't realize this, but prostate cancer is a silent killer. By the time you realize what you've got, it could be too late. So let's get ourselves tested like that. We have a good chance of living it out.
Conchita Triay has been working to help those affected by mental health issues for many years. She acknowledges we have come a long way in improving services and making it easier for men in particular to open up and talk about our issues. But she says it cannot all just be about raising awareness.
There's no point in creating awareness and encouraging people to ask for help when they ask for help and the help isn't there. So the system, we need a very strong, very robust mental health system, mental health provision, so that when people do step up and ask for help, they get what they need.
Ultimately, if somebody is coming to you with that feeling and that desire to talk, I'd say the main thing is to obviously open yourself up, to allow that person to disclose what they want to.
They don't really want to be told what to do. It's like, this is what I'm going through, so it's okay, listening non-judgmentally, or what can I do to support you and how can we get there, no?
The Ministry for Equality says it continues working to improve services and access to them. Minister Christian Santos says perfection will never be achieved and highlights this as a positive which will continue to drive him to want more and better for his community.
Because I think the moment you think that you've done enough, why bother continuing? So I always think that we always need to keep improving. So when you think, okay, we're at a better point than we were yesterday, that's fine, but are we going to be better tomorrow than we are today? And I think that's an attitude that I want to take.